Hello, you're welcome to my Simple Maths YouTube channel. Like you know, we have other materials here on this channel. If you have any topic you think you want to know better, you can check the topic on the channel. Okay, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Like our videos, share our videos, and recommend us to your contacts. We've started a series on Becker practice question, and this is series 3. If you are yet to see any of the other series, you can also check it up on our channel. So let's continue from where we stopped in the last class. Question 41 says, if P is equals to E over X plus Y, express X in terms of P, E, and Y. So this is just saying you should make X the subject of formula in this equation. So I have P is equals to over X plus Y. Alright, so what I'm trying to do now is to eliminate E and Y so that I'll have only X left here. Is that taken? So the first thing I'll do is to cross multiply. If I cross multiply, this will become P times X plus Y is equals to E times 1. So P into bracket X plus Y is equals to E. Then I'll open this bracket. P times X is PX. P times Y is PY is equals to E. Is that taken? Alright, the next thing is to bring my PY to this other side. Now remember, when PY cross the equality sign, it becomes minus PY. So my PX is equals to E minus PY. Okay, but remember what I need is X. So I'll divide both sides by P. PX divided by P. P will cancel P. I'll be left with X. And then E minus PY divided by P. Okay, so if I say E divided by P, that will give me E over P. And then if I say PY divided by P, P will cancel P. I'll be left with Y. So X is equals to E over P minus Y. So this is X, expressing X in terms of P, E, and Y. Is that taken? Okay. Question 42 says, expand open bracket 2a minus 3 square, expand. So this means 2a minus 3 square. The same thing as saying 2a minus 3 multiplied by 2a minus 3. Again, that's the meaning of this. So 2a minus 3 multiplied by 2a minus 3. And now in expansion, or when I'm opening my bracket, I'm using this 2a to multiply all the contents of this bracket, and then I'll use minus 3 to multiply all the contents of this bracket. So that's what I've done here. 2a multiplied by 2a minus 3 minus 3 multiplied by 2a minus 3. And the next thing is to open up the bracket. 2a times 2a will give me 4a squared. 2a times minus 3 is 6a. Minus 3 times 2a is minus 6a. And then minus 3 times minus 3 is plus 9. Did you see that? Then I'll collect the like terms. Minus 6a minus 6a is minus 12a. So 4a squared minus 12a plus 9. So this is the final answer. I've expanded 2a minus 3 squared. Is that taken? Very good. So let's go to the next question. Question 43 says, find the price if a discount of 20% is given on an article costing 27,000. Okay, for me to know the price, that's what the person is supposed to pay. Now the price will be cost price minus discount. So I need to calculate the discount. Remember that what I have in the question is the percentage discount. So the discount itself will be 20 over 100 multiplied by the cost price, which is 27,000. So 20 divided by 100 times 27,000. This 0 cancels 0 here. Is that taken? So I will be left with 5,400. That will be 20 times 270. So 5,400 is the discount. Okay, now we'll now look for the price. Just subtract this discount from your cost price. So 27,000 minus 5,400 will give me 21,600. So this is the price of the article. This is what you pay after the discount. Is that okay? Good. Question 44 says, in a basket of 100 oranges, 26 are bad. What percentage is good? So I have 100 oranges in the basket. If 26 are bad, I need to know how many of them are good, isn't it? So if 26 are bad, I'll just say 100 minus 26. That will give me the number that are good. 100 minus 26 is 74. So 74 of those oranges are good. Now to know the percentage that is good, I'll just say 74 divided by 100, which is the total number of oranges in the basket, multiply by 100. So my 100 will cancel out 100 and I'll be left with 74%. That means 74% is the percentage that is good. Ordinarily, since we have 100 oranges, you might not even need to go through all these things, just say 74. But supposing it was not 100 oranges you have, that's why we have to go through this. So just know that 74 divided by the number of oranges you have times 100, because we are dealing with percentage. This 100 is the 100%. So we have 74% of oranges that are good. Do you understand that? Very good. Question 45 says the angle of elevation of the top of a building is 25 degrees from a point 80 meters away on level ground. Calculate the height of the building to two significant figures. Now when you have questions like this on elevation and depression, it's important that you throw out the diagram. That will guide you in knowing which of the trigonometry ratio you're going to use. So because they said angle of elevation, that's the angle at which you look up. If they had said angle of depression, it would have been this, the angle at which you look down. For angle of elevation, this angle at which you look up. So the angle of elevation on the top of the building is 25 degrees. This is the 25 degrees. From a point 80 meters away on level ground. So this is that means from this point to the ground level is 80 meters. Is that taken? So calculate the height of the building. This is the height of the building. We don't know it. Let's call it H. Okay. So the next thing is to find out what side are we given. We have the angle which is 25 degrees. This angle is facing this. So this is the opposite. We have the opposite and then we have the adjacent. So you have to use your trigonometry ratio that has opposite and adjacent, and that is tan. So tan is equals to opposite over adjacent. Tan 25 is opposite is H. H over our adjacent 80. Is that taken? So I have to look for the value of tan 25 on my trigonometry table or my tan table. So tan 25, this is tan 25, 0.4 is it 0.4663. So I'll come here to write 0.466. I decide to use 3 decimal places. Is equals to H over 80. Then I'll cross multiply so that my H times 1 will give me H, and then 0.466 times 80. So by the time I multiply the 0.466 times 80, you have 37.28. I've taught you how to multiply decimals like this. Just change this to a whole number. Say 466 times 80, and then you move your decimal points to the number of decimal points you have in your question. So my H is 37.28 meters. But remember, the question says to two significant figures. This is the first significant figure. This is the second significant figure. The number after it is not up to 5, so I can't add 1 to this. I'll just leave it as it is, 37. So H is 37 meters to two significant figures. Is that taken? Good. Then I have question 46. If X varies directly as Y and inversely as Z, write down this relationship. Okay, so when I'm saying directly, I'll just say X with this my variation sign and Y. But inversely means 1 over something. So X inversely to Z would have been X proportional to 1 over Z. But because I have Y here, it's just like saying Y times 1 over Z. So that's why I have Y over Z. So X varies directly as Y and varies inversely as Z. So this is how I'm going to write down the relationship. Is that okay? Question 47 says, when the number X is tripled, triple means times 3, and 7 is subtracted from it, the result is equal to 8. Represent the statement algebraically. Algebra means mixture of numbers and alphabets. So if the number is X and it is tripled, that's 3 times the number, and 7 is subtracted from it, that is minus 7. The result means is equals to 8. So this is what we have done. We have represented it algebraically. We are now asked to solve the question, so we'll just stop here. Is that okay? Good. Question 48 says, what type of triangles are PST and PQR in the figure below? So let's identify the triangle. This is PST and then this is PQR. You can see that these are just two similar triangles, except that their sizes are different, isn't it? The same type of triangle but different sizes. So these triangles are similar triangles. They look alike but their sizes are different. So PST and PQR are similar triangles. Question 49. How many years will it take to earn 8,100 simple interest on 180,000 at 9% per annum? So the first thing I want to do is let me identify all the things I have here. I have my simple interest, which is usually represented with I. I is 8,100. I have my principal, which is my principal, 180,000. P is 180,000. I have my 9%, which is the rate. Rate is 9%. How many years? That's the time. How many years? They want me to find time. So time is what we are looking for. Now remember the formula for simple interest. I is equals to PRT divided by 100. Then to get my T, I just make T the subject of formula from this place. By the time I cross multiply, this will give me 100I is equals to PRT. Then 100I divided by PR will give me my T. So T is 100I divided by PR. So I'll put in my values into this formula now. 100 times my I is 8,100 divided by P. P is 180,000 times R 9. Okay, so this 0 cancel 0 here. This 0 cancel this 0 9 here 1. 9 in 81 is 9. So I'm left with 9 divided by 18. So 9 here 1. 9 in 18 2. And then my time is 1 over 2 year, or I call it half of the year. Is that okay? Alright. Question 50 says the sum of two numbers is 43 and their difference is 7. Find the smaller number. Okay, so let me call the smaller number x, while the bigger number will be y. So x plus y, said the sum of the two numbers. So if the two numbers is x and y, x plus y is 43. And there they are different. Remember, if it's a difference, then the bigger number should come first. Y minus x is equals to 7. I call this equation 1, I call this equation 2. So from equation 2, now I want to make y the subject of formula. I'll just bring my minus x here. Since it's crossing the equality sign, it becomes plus x. So from equation 2, y is equals to 7 plus x. So the next thing now is to substitute this 7 plus x into equation 1. Substitute y is equals to 7 plus x into equation 1. So instead of having y here, I'm going to put 7 plus x. X plus y, for my y now is 7 plus x is equals to 43. And I collect like then x plus x is 2x plus 7 is equals to 43. And then my 7 will come to this side, it's crossing the equality sign, it becomes minus 7. 2x is equals to 43 minus 7 is 36. And then I divide both sides by 2. 2x divided by 2. 2 cancel 2, I'm left with x. 36 divided by 2. And then 2 in 36 is 18. So my x is 18. Do you understand this? Okay. Then question 51 says if 0.00725 is written as 7.25 times 10 raised to the power n. So they're asking that the value of n is what? What is the value of n? So as you can see, this is actually standard form, isn't it? So let's see. For me to get 7.25, how many times will I move my decimal point? This will be 1, 2, 3. So that means this is written as 7.25 times 10 raised to the power minus 3 in standard form. So if that is the case, that means my n is equals to minus 3. Do you understand? N is minus 3. Do you get that? Question 52. If the angles of a quadrilateral are 5x, 4x, 3x, and 6x, what is the value of x? Okay, so first of all, we need to know that the sum of angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So the next thing is to add up all the angles and equate it to 360 degrees. 5x plus 4x plus 3x plus 6x is equals to 360 degrees. So 5x plus 4x, that's 9x. 9x plus 3x, that's 12x. 12x plus 6x, that's 18x. 18x is equals to 360 degrees. So I'll divide both sides by 18. 18x divided by 18. 18 cancel out 18 and I'm left with x. 360 degrees divided by 18. Is that taken? So 360 divided by 18 is 20 degrees. So my x is 20 degrees. Do you understand this? Very good. Okay, question 53 now says, if one ruler and 3 pencils cost 120 naira, and 2 rulers and 1 pencil cost 140 naira, find the cost of 1 ruler and 1 pencil. Okay, so to make this easy for us, let's represent our pencil with P and then the ruler with R. So 1 ruler and 3 pencils will be R plus 3P, which is equals to 120, equation 1. And then 2 2 rulers and 1 pencil now is 2R plus P is equals to 140, and that's equation 2. So from my equation 1 now, let me make R the subject of formula. From equation 1, my R will be 120 minus 3P. I'll bring this plus 3P to this side, it becomes minus 3P. So now that I know that R is 120 minus 3P, I'm going to substitute this into equation 2. Now take note, this is a simultaneous equation and I'm using substitution method because it was not mentioned that we should use a particular method, so I'm using substitution. So R is equals to 120 minus 3P. I'm going to substitute that into equation 2. So this is equation 2 now. 2R, in place of R, I'm going to write 120 minus 3P. 2R plus P is equals to 140. Then I'll open the brackets. 120 times 2 is 240 minus 2 times 3P is 6P plus P is equals to 140. Okay, so I'm going to collect like things. I'm going to bring my 140 here and then I'll move my 6P and P to this side. So if 140 is crossing the equality sign, it becomes minus 140. So 240 minus 140 is equals to minus 6P comes here, becomes 6P, plus P comes here, becomes minus P. So 240 minus 140 is 100. 5P minus 6P minus P now is 5P. And then I divide both sides by 5. 5P divided by 5. 5 cancel out 5. I'm left with P is equals to 100 divided by 5. And 100 divided by 5 is 20. So my P is 20. Now that I know that P is 20, I can substitute the value of P is equals to 20 into equation 1. So my R plus 3P is equals to 120. In place of P, I'm going to put 20 here. So R plus 3 times 20 is 60. R plus 60 is equals to 120. And then I move my 60 to this side, it becomes minus 60. R is equals to 120 minus 60. And 120 minus 60 is 60. So R is 60. Now remember, R is our ruler, while P is our pencil. So 1 ruler costs 60 naira and 1 pencil costs 20 naira. Is that okay? Very good. Question 54 now says, solve 3x plus 18 greater than or equal to 7. 3x plus 18 greater than or equal to 7. Okay, so I'm collecting like terms. Now moving my 18 to this other side and it becomes minus 18. So 3x greater than or equals to 7 minus 18. 7 minus 18 is minus 11. So 3x greater than or equal to minus 11. And then I divide both sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 will give me x minus 11 divided by 3. Okay, so 3 can go in minus 11 minus 3 times. I'm left with 2. So minus 3, 2 over 3. So that's the answer. X greater than or equal to minus 3, 2 over 3. That's the answer. Question 55 says we should find X in the figure below. You have 62, you have 57, you have X. Okay, I have to improvise this Y because I actually need it to explain. This Y was originally not in the question. Now this angle Y and X, this 62, they are corresponding angles. So Y is equal to 62 because corresponding angles are equal. And then if you look at X and Y, they are vertically opposite angles. So if Y is 62, that means X is also 62 because vertically opposite angles are equal. So my X is 62 degrees. Is that taken? Very good. Question 56. If 3x minus y is equals to 14 and 7x minus y is equals to 46, then x is equals to what? We are looking for x. So let me call this equation 1. 3x minus y is equals to 14, equation 1. And then 7x minus y is equals to 46, equation 2. So for my equation 1 now, I'm going to make y the subject of formula. I'll just bring my y here, minus y here, it becomes plus y. And then 14 will come to this side, it becomes minus 14. So 3x minus 14 is equals to y. Now that I know that y is 3x minus 14, I can substitute it into equation 2. So anywhere I see y, I'm writing 3x minus 14 in place of y. So equation 2, this is equation 2. Now 7x minus y, this is my y, 3x minus 14 is equals to 46. And then I'll open my bracket. Remember there's a negative sign before the bracket, so I'll use this negative sign to open the bracket. 7x minus 3x, minus times minus is plus, so this will be plus 14 is equals to 46. And I collect like this. 7x minus 3x is 4x plus 14. Move to this side, it becomes minus 14. 46 minus 14 is 32. So 4x is equals to 32. And then I divide both sides by 4. 4x divided by 4. 4 cancel 4. I'll be left with x. Then 32 divided by 4 is 8. So my x is 8. Is that clear? Good. Question 57 says, in the figure below, which one of the following is an expression for h in terms of d and alpha? Okay, so this is my angle, alpha. So let's take note, what sides are we given? Because this side is facing alpha directly, so this is our opposite. And then this is the longest side. This is the hypotenuse. So we have opposite and hypotenuse. And opposite and hypotenuse, we're using sine. So sine alpha is opposite over hypotenuse. Remember, my opposite is h and my hypotenuse is d. So in place of opposite and hypotenuse, I'm going to have h over d. Not taking, but remember the question says we should make h the subject of formula. So I'm going to cross multiply this. By the time I cross multiply this, I have h times 1, which is h, and then I have sine alpha times d. So h is equal to sine alpha times d, which I can also write as d sine alpha. So h is d sine alpha. Is that taken? Correct. Alright, question 58 says, express a over 3 plus 4 over b as a single fraction. Express it as a single fraction. So the denominator of this is 3, the denominator of this is b. So the LCM of 3 and b is 3b. So I write out the LCM, then I check. 3 in 3b is b. b times a is ab. b in 3b is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So AB plus 12 divided by 3B is a single fraction. Is that taken? Correct. Okay, question 59 says simplify 3 into bracket x minus 2y minus 4 into bracket x minus 5y. So we're going to open up this bracket. 3 into bracket x minus 2y minus 4 into bracket x minus 5y. So 3 times x is 3x. Minus 3 times 2y, that's minus 6y. Minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 5y is plus 20y. Then I'll collect my like things. 3x minus 4x minus 6y plus 20y. 3x minus 4x is minus x, and then minus 6y plus 20y is plus 14y. Okay, so I can interchange it to 14y minus x, and that is my answer. Is that taken? Good. Alright, question 60 says 482000 in standard form is, just change it to standard form. Remember, in standard form, your decimal point should be between your first and second whole number. So I'm moving from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that taken? So that is 4.8 times 10 raised to power 5, because I'm actually moving to the left hand side. So 4.8 times 10 raised to power 5. So I've changed this to standard form. Is that taken? Good. Alright, with this we've come to the end of this series. Don't forget, you can check up our YouTube channel for the other series that we have. And if you have any challenge with any topic in mathematics, you can always check our YouTube channel. We have quite a number of materials there for you to learn from. And please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that. Press the notification button so that you can be notified when we have a new video. Like and share our video, and don't forget to recommend us to your friends. Alright, this is the end of the series. Have a nice day. Bye.